Here we are, not quite a couple of weeks into the new year, and you might already find that your New Year's resolutions are slipping. You set them with the best of intentions, but life keeps throwing you challenges that make it really hard to stick to it. To stop the slide into failure, like most people experience by February each year, I'm going to share with you the best strategy I know of that's out there anywhere to not only stick to your resolution, but also make it easier. Before I do, though, if you are new here, I'm Coach Mack, the founding health coach of Running with Bacon, where I help women transform their tired mom bods into their fit and strong mom bods. And if you find this video helpful, feel free to give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and hit that bell to be notified every time I release a new video so you don't miss a thing. Okay, so you've heard about how most resolutions fail by February, and by most, I mean pretty much all. And it's because we set these big resolutions, things like lose 30 pounds, run a marathon, eat a vegetable every single meal, even though we currently eat zero. They are really big changes. But every year, marketing gurus have us believing that this is the year that we are going to keep our resolution. If only we had enough discipline and willpower and self-control, this is going to be the year. Every year we fall for it. What marketing gurus and all the hype around the new year fails to remind us each year, though, is that these changes, these goals don't happen overnight. When the clock strikes midnight on December 31st, literally nothing changes. We're still the same person. We still have the same life. Nothing has happened. Just because we set a resolution or we set a big goal doesn't mean that we put a strategy in place to get to that resolution. Doesn't mean we have a roadmap to get there. So that's what I'm sharing today is an actual strategy to get you to your resolution without a life overhaul, without having to give up all of your favorite things, none of that. And if you've watched any of my other videos, I'm sure you can guess what the strategy is. Habits. And it's because habits make things happen automatically. We don't have to think about them anymore. There's no internal struggle that happens anymore once we get them established. So we can literally have healthy habits get us healthy automatically. We don't have to think about it anymore. It doesn't require self-control, no discipline, no struggling with willpower. They happen automatically. Now, it does take some work on the front end to set these things up, but once we get those habits working for us, we can have healthy happen in the background of our thought process. No more struggling with what you know you should do, with what you actually want to do. None of that when you rely on habits to get you healthy. So a quick disclaimer, it does require some work on the front end, like I mentioned. You do have to give it some thought and plan these out and get them established. So do that now while you are still motivated and the hype of the new year still has you energized to make these changes. So now back to the strategy. Here is how to go about it. Take the one resolution that you are struggling with. I'm going to use weight loss as an example because most people want to lose weight each year. Instead of thinking of all the things that you could do to help you lose weight, things like eating a salad every day for lunch, drinking half your body weight in ounces of water every day, exercising or going to the gym for an hour or 90 minutes, getting a full 8 hours of sleep, and the list goes on and on and on. If you try to do these things all at once, you are going to cruise toward failure in February, just like everyone else. Instead, pick just one thing that you want to focus on and make it a non-negotiable every single day. Yes, every single day. Look for a habit that will make that kind of impact toward your weight loss that you can do every single day. Even on your worst days, the days where you have zero motivation, you don't want to do it, you couldn't get paid to do it, but you're going to do it because it's a non-negotiable. Pick that habit to focus on. Maybe it's a 10-minute walk after dinner. Maybe it's eating one vegetable per day, things like that. And if you tell me that going to the gym for 90 minutes is your thing, I don't believe you. Nobody goes to the gym for 90 minutes on their worst day. Nobody. And if you need help figuring out what your one thing is, put your resolution in the comments and I will help you out. We'll strategize, we'll chat back and forth. So once you have your one thing, I want you to focus on solely that one thing for the whole rest of January. Yes, the whole rest of January, nothing else, just January, that one thing. And I want you to track it in a consistency calendar, in your planner, on a Post-it, wherever you want. But each day that you do it, give yourself a little check mark, cross it off, whatever, however you want to track it, but make sure you track it. And then come February, you're going to add one more thing, and you're also going to track it. Same thing for March and every month thereafter. But here's the deal. I want you to plan out what you're going to do each month. Plan that out now. So maybe this month you work on a 10-minute walk after dinner. And then maybe next month you add in water. You want to drink an extra 8 ounces of water every day. Maybe then the next month you want to eat a vegetable at some point throughout the day, just one vegetable, and so on and so forth. But I want you to plan out the entire year right now. What's the one thing you're going to do each month? I told you, I mentioned earlier, it does take a little bit of work up front, and that's the planning now. That's the tracking it over time. But I want you to do it now so that when you get to the first of each month, you're not sitting there thinking, oh, what should I do this month? I don't know what to do. What do I want to do? None of that. Plan it out now. So when you get to the first of the month, you just know, well, today I start this habit, non-negotiable. And so you keep your previous month or months of non-negotiable things up because you've established those as habits. And then you're just adding one more on top of it. And so you might be sitting there like, Coach Mack, but this strategy is not going to help me lose 10 pounds in 10 days. And you are so right. It is not. But odds are good you didn't gain 10 pounds in 10 days either. So it's unrealistic to expect it to come off that way too. This strategy, this habit strategy is one for sustainable change and easier because again, you don't have to think about it. So whatever your resolution, weight loss, training for a marathon, eating vegetables, drinking water, this will have you doing it sustainably and easier. If you are thinking that you might want working out to be your one thing, I actually have a free 4-week workout plan that I will link to in the description box below. And it's not 90 minutes at the gym. It is 30 minutes. No need to drive to the gym. So it's real 30 minutes. You don't need to get childcare. You can do everything from home with minimal equipment, if any. Literally all you have to do is download it and then press play on the workouts each day. So if you want to make your habit strategy even easier, grab my free 4-week plan right now. Don't wait. Reminder, if you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. And if you want other videos like it, I have them on my channel as well. Feel free to look around, comment, let me know what I can help you with your resolutions and your habits.